Hi, guys. Ooh, that's so loud for me. Welcome to Gabriel Night, Sins of the Father. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 sec. I want to see something. Oh, it worked out. Mostly, I think. Let me just hit the play button. These DOS box games, they look crazy on my screen. Let's see how it looks. It looks better for y'all than it does for me. I dreamt of blood upon the shore, of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black, as was her scented skin. Oh, how romantic.
I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really? Great.
That accent, I can't.
I can't wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you. Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps, like yours.
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. Well, if you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
St. George Books could use some serious renovation, but Gabriel likes to think that the place has character.
Likes to think that the place has character.
There's no one in that part of the shop to talk to.
Oh.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Oh? So this is just him walking.
Like I haven't tried.
Oh?
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Oh, nothing. If wishes were pony. Move that wall of ice? Good luck.
Hey, Lunar. Hey, Bhagya. How are y'all? Am I supposed to be grabbing something?
Times Picayune, dated June 18, 1900.
Hey, Scoops. How are you?
The front page has an article about the Voodoo murders. The article
Voodoo
says
murders.
that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the
Thanks,
so-called
Scoops.
voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead.
Y'all love the
Proceed with
content.
caution
I'm so glad to hear
and do
that.
not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
You had a heated argument with your mom, Lunar. What happened? Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay. Are there settings up here? Okay, so I like the music, but I'm going to need the text voice to be much louder.
Don't mind if I do.
That's better.
Do what?
Oh, nothing.
You missed the job interview, but it wasn't your fault. Oh no.
I'm gonna take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home.
Oh?
Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem. My kidney's already floating, thanks.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints.
What does it say?
3 snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
Oh.
What a wacky, offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.
Okay, so where are we going? Lunar, what happened? Are you okay? Can you reschedule? Ow, my knee.
Hi.
The voodoo shop owner would not appreciate being manipulated that way.
Oh?
Hi there. Is this your store?
This is a Dixieland drugstore, and I own it, me. Name's Walker, Willie Walker.
Oh, so your schedule was correct. Oh, thanks for the follow, Scooby Snacks.
Scuba Snacks 32 just followed. Welcome to the Suisthino dimension.
So your original
Mind if I ask you a few
was
questions?
correct.
Ask what you want, I'll answer what I want.
Said thanks for following. Ready to solve some mysteries with a snack in hand?
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Okay, so what do you know about the murders?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Cabri's Sancour.
What did you say?
Nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I've lived here all my life, me.
What did you mean when you said Cabri Sancour?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
The shop would be rather vulnerable without a door.
It's such a funny thing to say.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
Wait, this is not where I wanted to go.
The doorway is already open.
They're so particular.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
The door is already open. I meant to talk to old girl, mainly.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh boy, party time.
You always be solving mysteries. Well, we love to solve mysteries here.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
You already requested for a reschedule and told your mom what happened, but later she just come and asked me all over again and made you feel awful, like if she not paying attention to what I told her, and that's making me feel upset and that you had to tell her all over again. I've been there. Never heard this game. This is Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. It is the first of a trilogy of point-and-click adventure games. This came out in 1993.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
Okay, so she doesn't know much else about the voodoo murders.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
Do you know what Cabri Sancour means?
No. Sounds French, though.
Y'all are probably very familiar with this voice cast. I don't particularly know who she is, but I know our main dude, Gabriel, is voiced by, what is his name? Dude that was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, freaking the first It movie as It the Clown. I cannot think of his name.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
How come we haven't gone out yet?
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy.
Oh.
As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
You decided to do a stream to clear your mind and not think about it because killing yourself in anxiety is not going to magically put again a new date right away. She comes into your room at 6.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my...
Oh, the message got cut.
You know that.
You know, you can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me. How old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
I know that's right, girl.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Do you have messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting the hang of this game. Gotta walk around, talk to people.
I'll be back later.
Uh-huh.
The way she said, uh-huh. So we're going to be going around asking about these murders. See what's going on. Like, who just goes around killing people?
The other park visitors are enjoying their leisure and aren't interested in talking to Gabriel.
Oh? Said, don't talk to them people. They having a good time.
The drummer is busy.
Not the drummer is busy.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting rhythm on a large African drum.
At 6:30 p.m. it asked me to join the Zoom call. Like if someone is going to wait 30 minutes after an incorrectly scheduled meeting to answer. I was already clearly upset and said, hey, I'm streaming right now. And she goes, yeah, like if that's going to do something good for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Lunar. I want to poke him.
That wouldn't work on the drummer.
That wouldn't work on the drum.
The drummer is unlikely to listen to Gabriel's suggestions about moving.
Oh, this game has a nice little sense of humor. Wait, no, let's go this way. And you clearly said, why do you hate me? And you start arguing. Oh. Can I talk to them?
The band is too into their music to talk to Gabriel.
She said, don't nobody want to talk to you, Gabe.
The band isn't paying any attention to Gabriel.
Okay, hold on. We're trying to exit up. There we go.
Well, I never. Leave me alone, you man.
Interrogating a mind would be an exercise in frustration. The Cajun band is a little busy for that right now. Since Gabriel can't read lips, he's disinclined to start a conversation.
Hey, stop picking on me. I'll tell my dad.
Yeah. Gabriel Jesus, hi, how are you?
It's one of those mimes. Oh boy.
It's not like you didn't want to attend the interview, you just had the wrong time. Yeah. Yeah, it always sucks when something like that happens and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, it wasn't my fault. And I didn't sabotage myself. Because I've met people who will sabotage their interviews. And when I tell you it's obvious,
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Buzz off.
okay. Don't have to be so.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
And it's how she talks to you, always making less of what you like and do. Yeah, it's very hard when you're like a content creator, especially online. Especially if you're talking to someone from an older generation that does not understand that line of work and business, because, you know, they're just kind of sitting here like, oh, you're just making a few coins offline doing nothing. And it's like, I mean, if you really think about it, my real day job, I just put stuff on a shelf. That's not really anything. I could put stuff on a shelf at home and not get paid. What do you know about voodoo?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
I don't believe in it myself.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
Has anyone watching ever been to New Orleans? I've never been. I used to have a friend that would try to go to New Orleans like every couple months. She loved it.
Does the phrase Gabriel sans cœur mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh, then I probably don't know anything about it.
Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life.
Gabriel cannot do anything with the drummer on the street.
Hey, I'll ask the questions around here. Excuse me, I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
Ooh.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Can I ask you some questions?
Looks like Rio de Janeiro with less sun.
Far be it from me to stand in the way of romance.
It's interesting. Yeah, I've never been to New Orleans.
You know, Sam, you're just about the worst.
Four pairs of binoculars are rigorously mounted on the cement floor. These binoculars aren't going anywhere without a jackhammer.
This is neat. I wanna be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, we already been here. We can leave.
Hi.
The jars look fragile and their contents unappetizing.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Well, he hiding something. Have we been to the historical Voodoo museum? Oh, we didn't talk to this lady yet.
Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
Why are you walking so slow?
Could I ask you a few questions?
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
I see. Thank you.
That wouldn't be particularly illuminating.
What's up with the person in the window? I think that's a drummer. I was looking at him like, what is going on? Why is he just throwing his dreadlocks all over the place? But I think it's supposed to be outside and it's a drummer on like the bongos or something. Okay, so let's just go back to the bookstore.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Times-Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The front page has an article about the Voodoo murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police
Members
claim
of the other world,
so-called
underworld,
voodoo
excuse me.
trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new this time.
Right.
That's an ominous horoscope, I'm not gonna lie. Who's that?
Hey, kids.
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
It's today the day that hell freezes over. How much would you give me for it?
Give me for it, Bruno.
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Well, I guess I don't need the money that badly.
From the looks of this shop, I'm sure you will, my boy. And soon.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints. A poster on the wall
Mardi Gras.
advertises Mardi Gras, the biggest party of the year in New Orleans.
I love king cake.
It's Gabriel's bed.
What'd I say?
It's Gabriel's bed. Unmade as usual.
I don't get what's the big deal about making your bed. Like, I'm about to hop back in there anyway.
Jeans and t-shirts. The typewriter is beginning to accumulate cobwebs.
Should I feel guilty? Nah.
Not accumulate cobwebs.
Mardi Gras mementos left by some female or other. It's Gabriel's bathroom.
I really got to get around to cleaning up in there.
Says, so is Gabriel going to undress or not?
That doesn't seem to work that way. Gabriel might as well leave that here. Gabriel might as well leave that here.
It's no use. I can't sleep.
Gabriel cannot see a way to use that.
Luna says, Gabriel gonna take that shirt off or not? Like, he over here making me feel some kind of way.
Writer's block.
The refrigerator is already functioning.
I don't need to, thanks. I don't need to, thanks.
Wishful thinking.
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
I know what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
That's funny. She's like, get your ass off that damn ladder. I know what you over there about to do.
That doesn't work that way. The coffee has already been made. Talk to the coffee? Even Gabriel isn't that addicted.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Girl, how you know about the strap marks on his bedpost? Like, oh my goodness.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Please select a destination icon.
See, I'm curious about this drugstore. He knows something about these murders going on.
Hi.
Gabriel cannot see a way to use that. There is nothing to operate there.
So, this is a voodoo store, huh?
Voodoo? No, man, this is a curio shop. The things you see here are from local folklore. None of it's real, I tell you for sure.
The proprietor doesn't look especially friendly. The voodoo shop owner would not appreciate being manipulated that way.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
Are you telling me that you own a voodoo shop, but you know nothing about voodoo practices?
Ça fait n'est pas affaire blanche.
What does that mean?
That was French.
Means you should mind your own business, monsieur.
And I don't think that's what that translated to.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, B. Do you want to buy something, monsieur?
I know Nepal is like a negative, so like I do not, or something like that in French.
Look,
I don't have your answers, B.
Okay, so
what do you
access
know
to
about
all that.
voodoo murders?
Monsieur, that has nothing to do with my shop.
What do you know?
Monsieur.
Okay, so we exhausted
What
that.
can you tell me about
I'm a busy man, monsieur. I don't get out of my neighborhood much.
What is that on Snapchat? I get the weirdest snaps. I didn't know Snapchat has spam like that.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
What did you mean when you said Gabriel?
I didn't say that.
You did.
You heard.
What did you mean?
I didn't.
You did say that. So you totally said that.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been worse.
Business picking up?
Some. Mostly locals, as usual.
You ever get tired of tending bar for a living?
Never thought much about doing anything else.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I'm no expert. You might want to talk to someone who believes in it.
Mm-hmm. So we definitely want to go back to that, but he's not there. He's coming back tomorrow. So like, can we go to sleep? Oh, I mean to go to that drugstore. That's not where I meant to go. So this does have a 20th anniversary re-release that's like all 3D animated, but it just looks so bad to me. Like that version looks so gross.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
Is that a snake? That's a snake up there.
So, how's the museum business?
I don't know. I don't normally work here.
So, how's the museum business?
I don't know. I don't normally work here.
The snake doesn't look up for conversation.
She said, I don't work here.
There's no one to talk to there.
Could I ask you a few questions?
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
I see. Thank you.
That wouldn't be particularly illuminating. A striking portrait of a turbaned woman is on the back wall. A striking
what was I about to say?
portrait of a turbaned woman is on the back wall. Gabriel wonders who she might be. Flickering candles lend an appropriately spooky atmosphere to the museum.
Reminds me of a book critic for the New York Times.
Trying to see where else we can walk to.
Gabriel cannot see any way to pick that up. A street drummer has settled outside the museum. That wouldn't be particularly... Talking to that would be unenlightening. The doorway is already open.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
I wonder, is there anyone in the church I can talk to?
Gabriel cannot do anything with the chancel. A padded red bench provides seating.
I love my hair.
Long ceremonial robes hang in the closet. It's a picture of Christ.
I didn't even see these doors over here.
Gabriel cannot go in there. That's the priest part of the confessionals.
The way she said that Gabriel cannot go in there.
The confessional is empty, and there does not seem to be a priest behind.
May I help you, my child?
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Could you give me a blessing?
Do you feel the need for a blessing, son?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
All right, if it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
A meshed window provides access to the confessional from the priest's booth.
Yeah, the church I grew up going to, we didn't have confessionals or anything of the sorts. So that was always like a very foreign thing to me. I'm like, confessionals? What are we doing? What, you confessing to who?
Gabriel cannot do anything with the chancel. That doesn't seem to work that way.
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
Oh?
Since Gabriel can't read lips, he's disinclined to start a conversation. The other park visitors are enjoying their leisure and aren't interested in talking to Gabriel.
Why, you nasty thing, you! I'll call the police, I will!
Why, you nasty thing, you. Why she say it like that? You nasty thing, you just nasty.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. The garbage can has no function other than to take whatever people throw at it.
I like that wording. Take whatever people throw at it.
The drummer is busy. The drummer is busy.
The trash can has no purpose other than to take whatever people throw at it. So we've been to the museum. We've been everywhere. Like, literally, we've been everywhere.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you know anything else about voodoo?
I've told you all I know. Sorry I can't be more help.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
You won't get far questioning me about it, Sherlock.
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
You're the native, don't ask me.
Are you sure you don't know what caprice en car means?
I told you, I can't help you with that.
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat about you.
Grace?
Don't worry. I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
Oh, that's something to do.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't get her to research Cabri's Encore. Well, now we know we can go to our grandma's house.
I'm going out.
Good luck.
Cabri's Encore. Cabri's Encore. Grandma's house, grandma's house.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
That's such a grandma's house, too.
Not at all. Give us a kiss.
Oh.
Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Okay, so.
How you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime. Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
What can you tell me about Voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear about it so much these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
What do you know about the Voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is very southern. Of course, though, not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
Do you have any idea what Cabri's Encore means?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty. I swear my mind is going.
It's okay, thanks. Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden? I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas, corn, cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way." Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend Alma, and at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fire and brimstone annex, and a piece of it, one of those small add-on do's for men, went flying off. I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. It was then I knew that he was for me.
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Just tell me anything at all.
I never loved any man but your grandfather. And I never will.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
All right, dear.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He worked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. I'll tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. The nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he'd lost another. And I would tell him it didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. They were 2 peas in a pod.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked defying her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be a sweet gesture.
Maybe I will. You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
This game looks amazing. The art is so phenomenal, which is why I couldn't play the updated version with the 3D character models and the updated art.
I'm going to go up to the attic, Gran.
It just looks so bad.
The dust.
Gabriel doesn't want to take the clock. The trunk doesn't operate. That doesn't work that way. There is nothing to operate there.
Golf was never my game. I'm not sure what my game was, but it wasn't golf.
Not sure what my game was, but it wasn't golf.
The old trunk looked like it's gone to hell and back.
It's the first time you've seen it. It's my first time playing it.
Heavy. It looks pretty heavy.
Where's his father's things?
It's a lady's hat from the 1920s.
From Gran's Virginia Woolf period.
No, it's, well, I mean, it's a point and click adventure game, but it's not like gay themed or anything.
For as long as he can remember.
I am planning on playing a gay themed game called My Ex-Boyfriend the Space Tyrant. I need to put out a poll if y'all want that to be a stream or if y'all want that to be episodes, because I can actually stream that game because it's what's it called? It's safe for work.
It's an old, dusty bicycle tire. That doesn't work that way.
Not her saying that don't work
Gabriel's
that way.
Grandma's attic is a storehouse of forgotten treasures and useless junk.
Oh.
A skylight lets welcome sunlight into the attic. The old velvet curtains hung in the parlor before Gran lightened up the place. That box of knickknacks has been up there for at least 5 years. That doesn't work. Gabriel's not quite up to rearranging the attic.
Okay, I Oh, you know that
There's
one?
nothing I want in there.
Yeah, I've played it before a long time ago. I need to play the sequel.
I think I'll leave that up here. It's Granddaddy's old golf bag.
Grandma's attic is a storehouse of...
I'm trying to see. She told me I need to go through my father's things.
I'm going.
Enjoy yourself, dear.
Or, oh, were those his things down there in that basket?
Granny's knitting. She whips through that stuff like there was no tomorrow.
Oh no, never mind.
I'm going up the attic again.
Enjoy yourself, dear.
What is this?
An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is a... An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic.
Those are really fun and safe for YouTube.
At the moment.
Yeah, I've really been thinking about playing it for the stream. It is safe for YouTube. That's the fun part. Cause
that must have been the year Granddaddy caught Santa on the roof.
Oh Lord. I really like playing the games where I can give y'all the full experience of what I'm playing. But I also like bringing awareness to other games
There's
that
a sketchbook on
unfortunately I can't fully display.
As his father's. It's an old dress dummy that Gran had in her sewing room years ago.
Wait, what he say?
It's an old...
My first impression of the female form.
Oh, Lord.
It might be better to pick it up.
I think I'll take Daddy's sketchbook with me.
Okay. So we got Daddy's sketchbook. Let's go.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Now we got a new area. The cemetery.
Excuse me, sir?
What you need, boy?
You must enjoy the company of dead folks.
Unlike the living, they ain't never given me no reason to dislike them none.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
What can you tell me about...
I don't really care to talk about it. I don't do it none myself.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I told you all I know about that.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seems like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives. And they love the cemetery tour. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
Yeah, it's so sad that it's not on Steam.
Do you have any idea what Gabriel sans cœur means?
No, can't say that I do.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the watchman here at St. Louis number 1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound they don't know what they doing.
Oh.
Tell me about yourself.
That's about all there is to say.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs, not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Cause if it was Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Wow. I've heard that before. That's why they're buried in tombs, because the coffins and the bodies would just float. Oh my gosh. That's so eerie.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
It's a historical place.
Number 1.
People buried in here from the Civil War and back further too. Take a look around, you'll see.
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least. The tomb is securely closed. This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall. New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tombs. The high water table prevents bodies from being interred underground. The name Ross is inscribed on this old tomb. This old tomb is in a sorry state of disrepair.
There's probably no one left in the family to maintain it.
It's an imposing marble tomb from the last century.
Oh.
Gabriel can barely make out the name. It's an imposing
I keep thinking she's done
tomb
talking.
from the last century. Gabriel can barely make out the name. Hamilton. New Orleans is famous for its above ground. Gabriel doesn't see a name on this tomb. A stone angel stands silently before a tomb.
A marble snake. Now that's cheerful.
The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here. The tomb is securely shut. There's nothing on the tomb to operate. It's rather rude to interrogate the dead. A statue of a small child clings to a cross atop the right tomb.
I guess.
If Gabriel wants to address his ancestors, he should choose a specific plaque. This above-ground tomb is only large enough to accommodate one resident. Vases seem to be a favorite decoration for the dead. This family tomb bears the inscription, "Rest in peace," and the name, Fuller Mill. The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
I'm sorry to bother you.
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Okay, he doesn't have any more info for me. So let's go back to the store and look at our sketchbook. Look at our father's sketchbook.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Oh, joy.
Those two objects would have no effect on each other. Those two objects give.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
It's a piece of brick.
It's a piece of brick.
Gabriel looks fondly at his father's sketchbook and charcoal pencil.
It's a piece of brick. Oh my goodness. This is what his dad was drawing?
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious. Images haunt. The images. Gabriel can see that.
What was she about to say?
Gabriel can see that just fine without magnification.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some wrist?
Sure. What?
I can't.
Okay.
Writer's block. It's no use. I can't sleep.
Maybe back to the cemetery.
I've got some things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Hello there, got a sec?
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Does this mean anything to you?
It's a piece of brick. You can find them all over the cemetery.
Oh, nice. That way you can go back and look at the info they gave you.
Using that on the tomb wall won't help.
How unfortunate.
Gabriel can see that just fine without magnification. Gabriel can see that just... Using that on the tomb wall won't help. There's nothing to use the twist. Using that on the tomb would be pointless.
Hello there, got a sec?
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
No. You said that so quick. No. Nope. Oh my God, Gabriel, just leave. Oh my gosh, go.
If I want to open up...
Wait, what?
If I want to open up, I'll go to a shrink.
Thought he was about to say something else. I'm like, what? What you mean open up? There we go. Let's go talk to Grandma about these drawings.
It's my favorite grandson.
It's your
How
only
nice.
grandson.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
I believe that was your father's, Gabriel. You keep it.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
He said, I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks. Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
No. Just the casual. No. Mm-mm.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell me
I'm no expert.
What do you know about...
They say a lot of voodoo stuff is found near the bodies.
What can you tell me about...
This city must get 1 million tourists a year, especially around Mardi Gras.
Oh, I'm sure.
Does the phrase...
Never heard of it.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh, boy. Party time.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing.
What can I say?
The strap marks are...
Okay, so that's just going to be repeating the same
Got a
audio.
minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He said he was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent, maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany, like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talking of visiting.
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humphry.
Fascinating.
And that he left some photos for you at the station. At the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel. Those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the Voodoo murders, would they?
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't you? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new Voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character is a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big...
That's enough. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the messages. Thank God.
Okay, we got somewhere else to go.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know. Hey, it's a beignet guy.
Great, I'm starved.
Well, she better come back in here with some hot dogs.
Stay put, you. Hey, grab me 3, would ya?
Sure.
Thanks.
Gabriel can't do anything with the officer from the front lobby.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Me? Nothing. I'm a Catholic boy.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I'm not allowed to give out information on police cases.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I'll tell you, I'm glad as hell it's not Mardi Gras. If it weren't for that 1 month a year, being a cop in New Orleans would be a real pleasure. As it is, I'd rather stick behind this desk.
Do you know what caprice encore means?
Can't say that I do.
Tell me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the Desk Sergeant Frick. Why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out of the crime scene. Sorry.
Oh, he's at a crime scene.
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Yeah. I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
Why he say it like that?
Where is the crime scene? Is it related to the voodoo murders?
Crime scene information is police confidential. We don't need any more looky-loos than are probably already there. Here's that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go to the crime scene.
Please select the destination icon.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, joy.
Let's look at these pictures.
The envelope from Mosley is a plain manila one. It feels pretty light. The envelope has Gabriel's name written on it, misspelled.
Misspell.
The envelope. Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs.
Oh, wow.
The murder photo has nothing written on it.
Oh my goodness.
One of the photos from Mosley is an official Voodoo murders crime scene shot. A graphic close-up of a victim. The The photograph of Mosley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then.
She is so sassy.
Do you know anything about this?
It's your friend Mosley. Why?
Oh, no reason. Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
You said, God, somebody ought to lock you up. I know that's right, girl.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What? Okay.
Is there a phone I can use?
See you later.
See ya.
Please select it.
There's a police officer down there. Let's go.
Good day, officer.
Yeah, you too. Keep moving.
Homicide team attend.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right. A police officer is either off duty or patrolling the park, or both.
Anyone seen Joe?
The motorcycle cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
Anyone seen...
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
Good day, officer.
Yeah, you too. Keep moving.
Homicide team attend.
So I ain't mean to go back.
Please select a destination icon.
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
I just want to find the crime scene.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
I feel bad showing people this image, but
Do you know anything about this?
Nope.
oh, she just said nope. She's like, it's a dead body. I know. I don't know nothing.
I'll be gone now, thanks.
So long.
So long.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Does this mean anything to you?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, son. Don't be showing that kind of thing to me. I'm an old man. I'm liable to just keel right over on you.
Sorry. Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
I'm an old man. I'm just keel right over. I think I'm gonna have to find out from the PD.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Come on, you can tell me where the crime scene is.
Look, I know the paper's got everybody stirred up about these killings, but that don't make it public information. Back off.
So this is a new voodoo murder then?
Hey, I didn't say that. You'll read all about it in the papers tomorrow, I'm sure.
Please tell me where the crime scene is.
Look, buddy, you keep it up, and there'll be a crime scene right here.
Please.
Look, buddy.
About Detective Mosley.
I told you he's not here.
About...
No one goes back there until I say so, mister.
Sorry.
Gabriel skipped a copier repairman classes at vocational school.
She's not bad.
The desk sergeant looked like a poster boy for heart disease.
Oh?
30 extra pounds between his armpits and his belt, and a complexion of consistency of grey oatmeal. In other words, a typical product of good southern cooking.
Trying to see. What else could I do?
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so?
Gabriel can't do anything with the officer from the front lobby. Talking to thin air could get
I must shout. Feel like we're gonna have to talk to that police officer.
the motorcycle cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
Homicide team attend.
Homicide between the 10th.
A police officer is either off duty or patrolling the park, or both. Nah, he's not Gabriel's type.
Coroner requests assistance at the
Nah, he's not Gabriel's type. The police officer wouldn't take offense at that.
Wouldn't take offense at that?
Move the cop's motorcycle. Gabriel would prefer not to be arrested right now.
Ambulance to now.
Ambulance.
The motorcycle cop wouldn't have anything enlightening to say about that.
Coroner requests assistance at now.
Coroner requests assistance.
There is nothing to open or close there.
How am I enjoying the game glitch? I'm loving it. I love me some classic point and click adventures. How's your night going? Oop, not me dropping cereal. Where is the murder scene? Pretty decent, that's good.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back though.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
What do you know about the
You won't get far questioning.
Could you?
Sure.
I can't think.
Okay.
Let's go back in our room.
Writer's block.
The books cannot be operated.
She said that's so annoying. She said they're kind of like, you're so stupid.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.
Maybe we could use Grandma's phone.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Sorry, no, Gabriel.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Dustin, hi, how are you? This looks like Clock Tower. It's very similar.
What do you know about the Voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
You just woke up.
All right, dear.
I'm not proud. You're not proud of yourself. I don't know what time it is where you are. Hold on. I think the latest I've ever woke up, and I think I was either really, really sick or severely depressed. Oh, see, I would have never done this, y'all. I woke up at like 9 p.m. at night. Oh, you're West Coast. Ah.
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will. Hey, stop picking on me. I'll tell my dad.
It's almost 8 there. It's almost 11 where I am. Oh.
Well, I'd never. Leave me alone, you man.
I have to get the mime to follow me. I would have never thought to do this.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister. You want some of this?
A cop has driven his motorcycle into the park. Something Gabriel would probably never get away with. On the motorcycle is a police radio.
Let's take that radio.
Gabriel likes his own cycle much better.
Stupid ma'am.
Coroner requests assistance at Napoleon House.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park.
Homicide team attend.
You can't walk too close to anybody else. Hopefully old girl don't walk over here. No old lady.
Why, you little...
There is nothing to up. Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the Country Club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have a good one, 9-1.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
There it is. Oh my God.
The crime scene team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion.
Oh my God.
Hey, mostly.
Huh? Knight, you wiener, I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Well, for the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh? It's another one, as you can see. Same M.O. and no frickin' clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body.
That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that?
Oh.
Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
Whoa, I'm in love.
Forget it. That's Molly Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Man, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck in the water moccasins, so. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the case some more.
Thanks.
That is a profession I could not do.
The lines in the sand are fairly large. Magnification wouldn't make them any clearer. There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined. Gabriel is on the sand and clay shore of Lake. The site is now deserted. Out damn the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again? Gabriel is already magnifying the sand. The police have already taken samples of the blood. The police have already taken samples of the blood. Mosley will be able to tell Gabriel if there's anything significant about it.
Gotcha.
Gabriel does not particularly want to mess with the bloody sand.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back though.
Oh, joy.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Could you do so?
Sure.
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, you know, stuff about the Voodoo murders. If you could get an address...
They're murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well... it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Oh. That was actually really sweet of her to say. This art is just, oh my gosh, this pixel art is just phenomenal. What? Now she turned into a cheetah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A mask I wore as I approached. I couldn't read it.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh.
So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Ha ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but
You
you're a
love the
little out of
isolating
your league here,
atmosphere?
big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West England. That's the Garden District, Estate City.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
So I think that's where we're going to end it because I have work early in the morning. So... Save. Let me make sure it saves. Yep. I'm going to turn it back on off screen just to make sure that it does what it's supposed to be doing. If you know what I'm saying, Yep. But that was us starting Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Ooh, I've always wanted to play this game. I am not gonna lie. The atmosphere is amazing. Let me see if anyone is on Twitch tonight. People are still playing Dress to Impress after all that drama. Oh, everyone's live. I think I'm just going to end it tonight, guys. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. I get off work early tomorrow, so I'll probably be back on with some more Gabriel Knight. We made it to day 2. Woo!